Hey there, true crime fans. Today I've got something truly chilling for you. We're diving into some of the most perplexing and spine-tingling unsolved cases. So grab your blanket, turn the lights down, and let's get started. Our first story takes us back to Villisca, Iowa, in the year 1912. Picture this, a quiet, small town where everyone knows each other. On the night of June 9th, the Moore family, Josiah, his wife Sarah, and their 4 children, were sleeping peacefully in their house. 2 neighbor kids were also staying over for the night. But something truly terrifying happened while they slept. The next morning, a neighbor noticed the house was unusually quiet, and no one came outside. Worried, she called Josiah's brother, who used his spare key to enter the house. What he found was pure horror. Everyone inside the house had been brutally murdered, killed with an axe while they slept. The killer had covered all the mirrors and windows with cloth and left a piece of bacon on the floor for reasons still unknown. Police believed the murderer had been hiding in the attic and came down during the night when the family was asleep. Even after many investigations, the killer was never found. The house became famous for being haunted, and people who visited claimed to hear voices, footsteps, and even see shadow figures. To this day, the Villisca Axe murder house remains one of the creepiest unsolved murder cases in American history. Moving on to our second story, the disappearance of Brandon Swanson in Minnesota, 2008. This one isn't about a haunted house, but it feels like a real-life horror movie. In 2008, a 19-year-old college student named Brandon Swanson was driving home from a party. On the way, his car went off the road into a ditch. Brandon called his parents around midnight and told them where he thought he was, asking them to pick him up. His father drove to the location, and while waiting, Brandon stayed on the phone. They were talking calmly, and Brandon even said he could see lights from a nearby town. Suddenly, during the phone call, Brandon yelled, "Oh, she *T!" and then the line went dead. His parents called him back many times, but he never answered. The police searched the area and found his car exactly where he said it was, but there was no sign of Brandon. What's even stranger is that his phone kept ringing for hours, meaning the battery was still alive, and the phone was still on. But Brandon was never found. Many people believe something supernatural might have happened to him that night because he was a smart, calm person who didn't seem lost or scared until that final moment. Even today, Brandon Swanson's disappearance remains a mystery, and his family still hopes to find out what happened. And finally, our third story, the mysterious death of Kendrick Johnson in Georgia, 2013. In January 2013, Kendrick Johnson, a 17-year-old high school student, was found dead inside a rolled-up gym mat at his school in Valdosta, Georgia. The way his body was found was very strange. According to the first police report, they believed Kendrick had dropped his shoe inside the upright mat and tried to climb in to get it, but got stuck and suffocated. But the story didn't end there. Kendrick's family never believed it was an accident. When a second autopsy was done, it showed that Kendrick had died from blunt force trauma to the head, not from suffocation. Even more strange, the school's security cameras had missing footage from the time Kendrick disappeared. Some of his organs were missing, and the story became more suspicious. Many people believe Kendrick was murdered and the case was covered up. To this day, no one really knows what happened in that gym, and the mystery still remains unsolved. First story is about the Smurl family, who lived in West Pittston, Pennsylvania. In 1974, the Smurl family moved into a simple house, but soon after, strange things started to happen. At first, it was small. The TV would turn on and off by itself, strange smells came from nowhere, and they heard loud banging sounds even when no one was around. But soon, the haunting became dangerous. The family reported being scratched by invisible hands, their dog was picked up and thrown by some unseen force, and their beds would shake in the middle of the night. Terrified, the Smurls called paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famous ghost hunting couple. After visiting the house, the Warrens believed the family was being attacked by a powerful and evil demon. They even tried exorcisms, but the family claimed the spirit never fully left until they moved out. To this day, no one knows why this house was haunted, and the Smurl family's terrifying experience remains one of America's creepiest paranormal cases. Our second story is about a young student named Elisa who stayed at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles in 2013. The hotel was already famous for its dark and scary history, but Elisa's case was one of the strangest. She was reported missing after her family stopped hearing from her. The police searched the hotel and found nothing, until they saw the hotel's security camera footage. In the video, Elisa was acting very strange inside an elevator. She was pressing many buttons, peeking out like someone was following her, and waving her hands in the air as if she was talking to someone who was not visible. 2 weeks later, guests at the hotel started complaining about the water. It tasted bad and had a strange color. When hotel workers checked the water tanks on the roof, they found Elisa's body floating inside. The roof door was locked, the water tank was hard to open, and nobody could explain how she got there. Some people believe it was a crime, others think it was something paranormal, but the truth remains a mystery even today. Outro. These were 2 real-life horror incidents from the USA. Sometimes the scariest stories aren't in books or movies, they happen in real life. If you like these true horror stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you in the next video, and remember, always check your surroundings before you sleep.